Hello everyone, Gabor here, and today we will journey to the Baltic region in Europe because this is a Lithuanian army ration, a dry ration to be specific. This is what Google Translator told me and I'm believing it. As you can see, only Lithuanian writing is on the bag itself, so I could not decode what I will eat today. I noticed that there is a best before date on the package, which is the 1st of May 2017, and there is the full size of the package, which is 670 grams, and the main entree is also written there in Lithuanian. So I could not read the main entree, but let's get it started. Or not. Yep, I'm setting the timer to 35 minutes as this is my first Lithuanian ration, and since I used the timer, I never finished within 30 minutes. As I'm showing here, there is a little notch on the package itself to open the outer bag, but I'm using my scissors here as usual. Besides this only writing on the package, there is no information other than that on the pack itself. I'm showing that nothing else is in the bag, and the first item is almonds, 56 grams. There is the accessory pack, the biscuits, four pieces in this one pack, 90 grams. It had a cumin flavoring. These biscuits are the same as you could find in the Polish rations, but there only 2 biscuits are packed, not 4. Here is a secondary accessory kit and the main entree in this white box. The white box contains the not known, undefined yet main entree. Here it is, 240 grams. There is the flameless Russian heater with the same principle as the US version. And the white box contained the instructions for the for the heater, in Lithuanian, English, and France. The last item in the package was a little tray for heating up the food, as the instructions for the flameless Russian heater said that you can either use the Russian heater or this tray. I used the flameless Russian heater, but I do not know why they put two different methods, two different kind of heating elements into the package. I think to heat up some water for the coffee, uh, only a hot beverage bag should be required, and not this whole tray with the fuel tablets and the matches. But they are putting two methods to they are offering two methods to heat up your food. But I will not use this second one, only the flameless Russian heater. The second accessory pack contained a spoon, a moist towelette with citrus flavor, and a little lock to tie in your bag if you finished all the content. Or at least I would use this ziplock for that purpose. So let's get to the secondary accessory pack, or the main. I was very happy because I found the content of the ration food, so everything was written down in details in Lithuanian, English, and France. So I learned that there is the main entree is a pork stew with vegetables, chocolate, dark chocolate. This little pack contained two smaller bits of chocolate. Here is an apricot jam, 30 grams. An instant coffee, some sugar for the coffee, and the beverage base powder, orange flavored with additional vitamin C. So this was the content of the ration, and now I started to heat up the main entree itself. The instructions on the flameless Russian heater are the same as they are on the US version. The heater has a different shape and form, but I think it has the same content, so magnesium, iron and salt, should be at least. I'm putting it back with the main entree to this outer bag. A little water from my flask, a little more. I think I put there not enough water because the Russian heater started to heat up very slowly, so I had my doubt that it will work, but after some seconds I felt the heat, and it started to work. Actually, after the slow start, it developed a very good heat, and there is my rock or something to put against. I'm showing the ration, how it started to bubble up. And my almighty wooden tray for the rest of the components. First I opened up the almonds. They are regular everyday almonds. I could see it here that they are not salted. Here they are. Here they are a little closer. I could not decide if they are roasted or not, but the taste test will show it. And the Russian heater exploded, so to say. The white box was bursting out. So let's continue with the biscuits. They are flavored with cumins. Those little black dots are the cumins, and they are actually very hard. Knocking them against the tray. This ration contained, as already said, 4 biscuits, crackers, and here is the jam, the apricot jam. It smelled like apricot, but actually it was more like a sugary experience. So I smelled lots of sugars. The dark chocolate. So it contained 48.5 percent of dry matter. So it was a very good dark chocolate. And as I told you, two little pieces of chocolate are in this one pouch. And nothing was left but the beverage and the coffee. First I made the beverage, the orange beverage, which required 600 milliliters of water. The pouch itself was very hard, very stiff. I could not, yeah, as you can see, it was very hard in the content. And the first impression of the smell was very overwhelmingly orangey. It was actually too much for me. And the pouch contains little orange colored sugar flakes, as you can see it here. Some mixing up with the spoon, it actually dissolved very fast in the liquid, in the water, and the aroma, the smell was actually pleasant afterwards. It dissolved. A little additional mixing just for fun. And here it is how it looks like. It's a little cloudy, but it will clear out in a couple of minutes. Going forward with the coffee. It did not contain how much water I should use, so I decided to make to use 1.5 deciliters, so 115 milliliters, my cup or my mug. Opening up the coffee with the scissors, it had a very pleasant aroma, not so bitter, and as you can see, it is a finely graded um, coffee. pouring in the sugar, crystal sugar, and eyeballing the hot water here, so I didn't use a measure cup. Let's say this is 150 milliliters. It mixed up very well and very fast. It became a little foamy, don't know why. The room filled up with a very pleasant coffee aroma. So it was really nice, actually really nice. And I think the 10 minutes passed by, so I cleaned up the tray and went to the main entree, which is, as said before, a pork stew with vegetables. The Russian heater did his job. The whole package was very, very warm. Steam came out of the pouch. I didn't notice that there is a second tier notch on the outer bag, which could help me take out the main entree, but I didn't use that. Next time I will. Cleaning up with paper, and I just noticed that there are no napkins in the ration, so I had to use my own napkins. The food was very hot and showing that there is a tier notch, but I never used the tier notch on their own, so using my scissors, the first taste of the aroma was a little disappointing, as it is a very canned food like, it had a very canned food like smell to it, and I could not tell what this large piece of meat is. And here is the food itself. Doesn't look very pleasant, but it came out easily from the pouch. Actually, I have a very different picture in my head when they say that I will have pork stew with vegetables, and this is not like that picture. So there are some potatoes, carrots, and some brown stuff I could not I could not recognize what it is. The first taste, it is very bland. Not much flavor. Actually, it's you could not distinguish the carrots or the potatoes from this brown stuff they give you. And I noticed the second missing thing from the ration, which is salt and pepper. I think it would have it would be better if I had the chance to salt it. Now for the meat. It was a little different than the brown stuff, but actually not so. It was still bland, still tasteless, and and it tasted like much like processed meat. It is not unpleasant, but nothing outstanding. Here the meat and the vegetables together. I felt a little sorry for the Lithuanian soldiers. When I tasted the main entree, and here is the biscuits, the cracker. It is very hard, but this cracker must live through years, and so it's forgivable that it is that hard. Trying out the crackers with the vegetables, it didn't give any additional flavoring to the party. Just just some additional weight. Trying out the jam on its own first. The odor was very sugar-like, and the taste also, so the flavor also. Um, 30, 40 years ago we had a similar style jam here in Hungary, and back then nobody liked it, and it doesn't goes well with the crackers because the crackers are salty. They have a cumin flavoring, and the jam is very sweet. So this cumin does not goes well with the sweet flavor. And I'm not that here, just chewing on the biscuits. And here is where I explaining the cumin and the sweet taste thing. Here are the almonds again. So as said before, it is not salted, and the taste test showed that they are not roasted either. So very generic package of almonds, and I checked the packaging, and it said that this little amount of almonds are containing 310 kilocalories. So it's a little bit too much. Because the whole pack contains 1500 kilocalories, which is much more than that of the MREs. And finally, I'm trying the chocolate. This was the highlight of the whole ration. These two little bits of chocolate. Very pleasant flavor, not so bitter, and they were melting in my mouth. So it's a very good experience, these two little chocolate bits. Now going forward with the orange beverage. It is much clearer now, not so cloudy as before, and I taste almost nothing. The smell was still there, this orangey smell, but it had no flavor to itself. It was very bland, and if this beverage hadn't had vitamin C in there, I would advise to drink uh, water instead of this orange thing. And last but not least, let's try out the coffee. I stirred it up just to be sure, and the 12 grams of sugar did their thing, because the coffee was actually very sweet, no bitter flavors. Um, it was very mild with these 12 grams of sugar. So it was actually really good. I don't know what is happening right now. But here we are at the end of the review. We had a very bland main entree with this vegetables and pork, processed meat, very hard biscuits, and almost sugary like jam. The almonds are very generic. The highlight and MVP of the whole ration are the chocolates. The orange beverage had no flavor in it, but the coffee was very pleasant with the sugar, high sugar content. Actually, I'm a little disappointed with this whole ration. I have other Lithuanian rations at my stockpile, so I hope they will be better than this one. I fitted in the 35 minutes, so I'm shutting down the timer. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Eat good and be good. Bye.